They declared independence in Tel Aviv only because Jerusalem was besieged and the government was operating from Tel Aviv. In the background of everything that happened here in May 48, you have this decision of the UN from 1947. 6 months before the declaration of Israel, the UN called to part Israel between the Arabs and the Jewish people. This way, the orange to the Jews, the yellow to the Arabs, and Jerusalem and Bethlehem were supposed to become some kind of an international holy zone. This was the plan of the UN from November 47 to try and end the agony of the Jews and the Arabs and the dispute here. The UN simply advised a plan that they called the partition plan for Palestine. November 1947, they took a vote on it and the motion passed. On the 29th of November 1947, hundreds of thousands of Jewish people celebrated in the streets of the world. The UN accepted this, and it meant for the Jewish people, it meant hope in the horizon. It meant that after 2,000 years, the world finally recognized our right to exist. Which is very nice for us. It is very easy to understand what is Zionism. If you have friends and they will ask you, I want to offer you an explanation, what is Zionism? You don't have to accept this. It's a democrat culture. You can do whatever you want with everything else. I just want to offer you an explanation. Zionism is when the Jews, and he was the visionary of that ideology, is when the Jews are asking to be normal. End of explanation. Nice? Easy? Now what's the next question? While you're thinking, I will give you elevator music. The Jews are asking to be normal. That's it. What's the next question that we have to ask now? Thank you. So what is normal? Difficult, huh? What is normal? What is normal? You may think that this is a question, this is an open question. You may think that everybody that you will ask all over the world will give you different answers, but you are wrong. You go and you ask, see if I'm wrong. Whoever you will ask, wherever you will ask, each and every breathing creature on the face of earth, from the caterpillar to the elephant, each and every human being will give you exactly the same answer. All you have to do is to ask what is normal. And the answers that you will receive, the answer that you will receive is normal is when I can live on my native environment as a free creature and defend myself. The caterpillar will tell you, show me my leaf. Thank you very much. The whale will ask for the sea. The monkey will ask for a tree. Any human being will tell you, I want to know where my home is, where I can live in dignity and protect my children. It's the most fundamental way of existing. That's what we are asking. Simple. To live on our native homeland as free creatures and defend our children. Not more, not less. This is Zionism. Now if it is okay for the Saudis, and it is understood, and there are no doubts about here because of the high windows and the heavy walls, stairs that goes down into a kind of, you see this place is a balcony. They chose to declare independence here. The ceremony will start at 4, which is a few hours before the British left and before the Egyptians invaded and reached Tel Aviv. Everything was done so very quickly so that they had to borrow chairs, these very chairs, from cafe shops around the neighborhood. Some of the chairs have no names on them, and these are the chairs that stood empty, they belong to those who were besieged in Jerusalem and never made it to the ceremony. They borrowed microphones from a tiny electronic shop around the corner, and the people of that establishment insisted to have the name of their business on one of the mics. Goldamir was just somebody who was very important here, and she's very famous. She was a lady. She's not a man, although she was described as the only man in the government. She was a kind of the Iron Woman, the Iron Woman of Israel in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. The foreign minister for many years, and the prime minister of Israel in the beginning of the 70s, and is considered to be one of the women that actually made it even in the 40s. She was really a very famous figure in the 40s in the world, in the international political environment in the world. And if you wish, you can Google her. If not, doesn't matter. But I want to quote from her book because she expressed what many of them felt during the ceremony here. She wrote a book called My Life, and it was done on Broadway fantastically a few years ago. And she wrote, I couldn't stop crying. I simply could not stop crying. I thought about my children. She had 2 kids in the war. And a 19-year-old boy that came from Manhattan, left his university and joined the battle here. And another 14-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl called Sarah in one of the besieged villages. And she wrote, I thought about the children, I couldn't stop crying. The rabbi blessed the Sheikh, we all cried with him. I couldn't stop crying because my heart was broken. I thought about the 6 millions. This is too late for them. It came too late. But deep inside, I knew it is not too late for the next generations. It is not too late. So this is what was going, this was the state of mind and the state of heart, if you may say so. My name is Isaac for D-R-O-R, and it's wonderful because you can carry what you saw in We gathered here, the termination of the British mandate, our historical rights, on the basis of UN resolutions. This is the outside. Establishment of a Jewish state to be known as the state of Israel. So it's the old is a Jewish state to be known as Israel. We spoke about it already. No issues from the outside. This is Gold Meir. Putting our trust in the God of Israel. We place our signatures on this document, the session of the provisional government on homeland soil, Tel Aviv, today, Shabbat Eve, May 14, 1948. And the trembling voice of the rabbi, blessing. And this is the Hatikva, the national anthem. That's the end of the ceremony. Okay, I wish you a wonderful time in Israel. Enjoy the rest of your stay. Get some rest. God bless you. Thank you very much.